Hello, and thank you for joining us this evening. We are coming to you live from the World Heartbeat Music Academy in Wandsworth, and we are very excited to share with you an evening of music and reflection. It's been a year like no other in living memory, and I'm sure we all know how much the pandemic has changed our lives and exposed the very best and in some cases the very worst of our societies. We're also keenly aware of the spotlights that have shone on some of the most important social movements in our time. The struggle for racial equality has been ongoing for decades, for centuries really, and so much work has been done, but there is so much more that still needs to be done. There are many angles to a revolution, and art, which has the power to humanize, connect, inspire empathy, is a vital part of this. Standing on the shoulders of generations of people fighting for Black lives to matter as much as all other lives, we are committed to continuing the conversation within our community, and this evening is part of that effort. So over the next hour or so, we are going to be sharing some musical performances from the very talented community at the World Heartbeat Music Academy. And to kick us off, we have Roots, an original piece written by Angelo Dissons, and let's hear from him in his own words.
Yeah, we're performing a song called Roots. It's a song that I actually wrote during quarantine. Due to many reasons, I wrote it just because of the many things happening across the world during the time. The awareness that the Black Lives Matter movement has put upon a lot of things and a lot of deep-rooted issues, pardon the pun, but within a lot of society. And the song was also written as my granddad passed, and I see him as one of the roots of me, roots of me as a person. And I hope you enjoy the song. I guess the rest of the meaning's for you to, decide for yourself. But this is Roots, and we are the Oracle, and I'm Angelo Dissons.
Moment you breathe. So many fears they shape to form as one. Then grow like a tree. Breathe. Oh, to release. Make water, make peace, baby. Ah, yeah. Keep my mind at ease, to stay free. But when it's late at night, or the stars in the sky, they're reflecting back at you. Reflection in the mind, losing track of all the time. Thoughts reflecting back at you. I said rules. I'm searching for my truth. I said roots. The truth is born in you. Be searching for my roots, I can't take that. Rosa went forward, I couldn't stay back. Martin Luther had a dream, 1963, way before Malcolm X said we gotta take back. Straight back, the roots and we, the answer can be found in the blood we bleed. Guess I got to fill my mind with peace. Knowledge is the only way to stay free. But when it's late at night, was the stars in the sky, and they're reflected back at you. Reflection in the mind, lose track of the time, yeah. What's reflecting back at you? I said roots, the searching for the truth. I said roots, the root embodied you. I said roots, the root embodied you. Look back, look back, look back, look back. I said roots, yeah. You know that I said the truth, yeah. The root is the value of the truth, the sentimental value in you, yeah. I know that I can find a way to say, bring it down now, baby. Know that I'm doing it with the best.
The very gifted Angelo Disson's and Roots. Fantastic music there from our Heartbeat community. Well, my name is Julian Joseph. I'm very happy to be here and to be patron here at the World Heartbeat Music Academy. And jazz is a music valued deeply here at World Heartbeat Music Academy. It's a sound, discipline, and culture born out of the African American struggle for freedom and expression. And it has a strong history of campaigning and illuminating civil rights and democracy. Africans disenfranchised in America created beauty, generating a unique and influential music. It's an art form combining a myriad of influences deep from the African DNA mixed into the cultural melting pot of America, thriving in cities like New Orleans, Kansas City, Chicago, and New York, just to name a few. The blues, its deep underlying rhythm, lyrical improvisation, and soulful virtuosity are just a few elements at the heart of jazz music and make it so rich, timeless, and revolutionary. It pulsates with a yearning for freedom and community. And the next piece that you're going to hear is by the legendary tenor sax maestro Joe Henderson with a nod to the Caribbean. And this is his Caribbean Fire Dance.
That was Asa on the piano, Tom on the bass, Wilf on drums, Ruben and Orlando on the tenor sax, Milo on alto sax, and James on trombone. Thanks. There is a lot of healing to be done after centuries of hurt. This next song speaks for itself, and I'm delighted to introduce Renato Paris in his rendition of Some Years Ago by Stevie Wonder.
Hi everyone, my name is Renato Paris, and I'll be performing a song by Stevie Wonder entitled Some Years Ago. It's a very poignant song for these times.
Once upon the blood of many, we were cast as less than any. To so much a point, some still believe. Smaller scene, a world much bigger, where it's okay to play with the word nigger. Yet would we, knowing all the grief and death it breeds? But that was some years ago, when we had more hope than money. A time in a world ago, when our hearts were made of steel. Back then it was all about stamping all the hatred out, so that there would be no doubt we wouldn't have to heal. But why, if so long ago, we're seen safe only when funny, as if there's no need to show deep inside what we really feel. Yet those things, when brought to view, seem to bother but a few. No, if we don't come for real, our wounds won't heal. Black silhouettes used as target practice. There's darky toothpaste born out of this malice. These stereotypical images come to mind. Figurines, mascots, postcards of us hanging. Most recent here of one of us dragging. The propaganda machine must tell the truth this time. Stop lying. But that was some years ago, when we had more hope than money. A time in a world ago, when our hearts were made of steel. Back then it was all about stamping all the hatred out, so that there would be no doubt we wouldn't have to heal. But why so long ago, we're seen safe only when funny, as if there's no need to show deep inside what we really feel. Those things, when brought to view, seem to bother but a few. No, if we don't come for real, our wounds won't heal. No, if we don't come for real, our wounds won't heal. Oh. Da, 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 da.
We now have another brilliant original track coming up from some of the artists from Providence House Youth Club who collaborated with us on this event. It's a lyrically sharp reflection on George Floyd's death and the death of many other black people at the hands of the police. And it's an invitation to think about our responsibility to speak up and speak out. Written by Providence's own Lyrical Bolt, Noah, Double J, and Amanita Francis, here's Speaking Out.
Lyrical Bolt is 33 and lives with cerebral palsy and quadriplegia, limiting his mobility and speech. He's a conscientious poet, writing lyrics about issues that matter to him. He also loves rap music. This track, written in response to the death of George Floyd, gives voice to Lyrical Bolt's poetry, through the voices and interpretations of young performers Noah, Double J, and Amanita Francis. Together, they're speaking out.
Speaking is the goal, and I'm on a roll. It seems like 2020 is out of control. A black man has been killed by police, you know, and I thought they were upholders of the law, though. Yeah, they're meant to uphold the law, even though the pain of that man's murder is raw. I won't take this lying down, cause it's all out war, and I'll keep speaking out until no one can ignore that. Search up the real meaning of police. Yeah, they're meant to be out here and save us in the streets. All we really want is love and peace, but police made a man say, I can't breathe, or repeat and repeat it again. I don't like the way that happens, so I picked up a pen, and it's us, black people they're against, but I must confess that it's getting intense, like
speaking out is the goal, my anger's out of control, the sadness is strong in my soul, the anger and sadness needs to be set free from my heart and mind, let it roll.
This is real life, this is not pretend. They say Black Lives Matter, they're just hopping on a trend. And it's not even like we want revenge, but slavery's an event that we never can forget. Like, they're not even trying to make amends, but protest, you gotta make sure you attend. And I'm really not sorry if I offend, but I've got intent. Can you comprehend the words that I'm spitting? Man, this is just the life that we're living. Equality has just gone missing. I don't know if they can ever be forgiven, cause it's been like this from the beginning. There's so many black lives they've destroyed, and it's peak cause the streets we've just gotta avoid. I'm annoyed cause somehow our opinions are void, and they treat us like toys. R.I.P. George Floyd, man.
Speaking out is the goal, my anger's out of control, the sadness is strong in my soul, the anger and sadness needs to be set free from my heart and mind, let it roll.
Speaking out is the goal, so together we can grow. Suffering with fists in the air, we are bold. Don't have to be black to let people know. Police doing wrong and it's lies that they trust, so let our voices grow so the truth can be told. All this new news is just getting old. More power in words than fists, did you know? Physical anger, it just won't solve. This injustice just shouldn't carry on. My anger about racism is strong. Speaking out is the goal, so we all move on. Hard to believe that this still goes on. Imagine your brother getting choked to death by police in broad daylight. Way too wrong. This doesn't seem right, and together we should fight. Voices are swords that will shine in the night.
Speaking out is the goal, anger's out of control, the sadness is strong in my soul, the anger and sadness needs to be set free from my heart and mind, let it roll.
The gifted musicians of the Providence House Youth Club, and that was Speaking Out. The next track served as something of an anthem for the civil rights movement in America in the 60s. Written by Dr. Billy Taylor, it was famously performed by the legendary Nina Simone. In Nina's own words, she says, "I'll tell you what freedom is to me. No fear. I mean, really, no fear. If I could have that half of my life, no fear. That's the closest way. That's the only way I can describe it. That's not all of it, but it's something to really, really feel. I've had a couple of times on stage when I've really felt free, and that's something else." That's the words of Nina Simone. So, to play a piece of music by Dr. Billy Taylor called I Wish I Knew How It Would Feel to Be Free. This is a group of young musicians at Heartbeat, which is what we say at the World Heartbeat Music Academy for short, coached by Sean Kelly. And this program has been curated by the wonderful pianist and composer Trevor Watkins. So we hope you enjoy I Wish I Knew How It Would Feel to Be Free.
1, 2, 3, 4. I wish I knew how it would feel to be free. I wish I could break
should say. Say 'em loud, say 'em clear, for the whole round world to hear.
I wish I could share all the love that's in my heart. Remove all the bars that keep us apart.
I wish you could know what it
That was Jin Rikisha, another track by the late great African-American tenor saxophonist Joe Henderson, and it was performed by Karen on piano, Tom on bass, Wilf on drums, Ruben and Orlando on tenor sax, Milo on alto sax, and James on trombone. They are all very talented musicians, as I'm sure you'll agree with me, and incidentally, they all attend not only World Heartbeat Music Academy, but also the Julian Joseph Jazz Academy.
Well, you should also say that Milo was playing the soprano saxophone.
Oh, apologies, soprano sax, not the alto sax. But next up, we have Joni Mitchell's Don't Interrupt the Sorrow. This track reflects on patriarchal oppression and the danger of letting oppressive systems operate as the norm, accepted and unchallenged. In this track, we have Io on the keys, Ava on vocals, Ezekiel on bass, and Wilf, again, on drums.
Don't interrupt the sorrow, darn right. In flames our prophet witches, be polite. A room full of glasses, he says, are not just liberation door. And he chains me with that serpent to that Ethiopian wall. Wash my guilt of Eden, wash and balance me. And I'm uprising in me tonight. She's a vengeful little goddess with an ancient crown to fight. Truth goes up in vapors, steeples lean, winds of change, patriarchs snug in your Bible Belt dreams. God goes up the chimney like childhood Santa Claus. The good slaves of the good book, the rebel loves a cause. I'm leaving on a 115, darn right. Since I was 17, I had no one over me. And I'm rising, so what? Petrified with process, tore timber down to raw. Don't interrupt the sorrow, darn right. He says we walked on the moon, you'll be polite. Don't let up the sorrow, death and birth and death and birth and death and birth. He says bring that bottle kindly and I'll pad your purse. I've got a head full of quandary and a mighty, mighty thirst. 17 glasses, Rhine wine, milk of the Madonna, clandestine. He don't let up the sorrow, he lies and he cheats. It
takes a heart like Mary's these days when your man gets weak. He don't let up the sorrow, he lies and he cheats. It takes a heart like Mary's these days when your man gets weak.
There is a bittersweetness to the next two tracks. First, we'll hear Donald Brown's A Free Man, which muses on the journey to freedom and its challenges. And this incorporates spoken word delivered by Baker Mukasa. Actually, Julian mentioned earlier that he has some first-hand experience with Donald Brown.
That's right, Hannah. I had the great and distinct honor of studying with him when I studied at Berklee College of Music many moons ago. So he's a great friend and a great mentor.
Oh, amazing. And following that, we'll have a hopeful and resilient ode to change that was written in the 60s, but is a poignant reminder of how far we still have to go.
Down through the ages, as fools and sages have tried to put chains on the mind, men have longed to be free and strong and sever the shackles that bind. The righteous of the world have raised flags unfurled, proclaiming claiming their new freedoms gained. Yet, whole cultures wail outside invisible gates for their time to live unrestrained. Strange that we say men are free today, when thousands have freedom denied. Some men succeed by keeping others in need. It's greed laced with damnable pride. But a price will be paid. For freedom too long delayed, time always collects its due. Where will you be? Will your mind be free when time comes collecting from you? Longed to speak. Finally the chains removed from about my feet. I leap for joy that now I can be totally and completely free. After some time, my joy soon fades. Now enters the serious phase. What must I do? How do I start? These questions lie heavy on my heart. As I go throughout the day, I continue to bow. I want to stand up straight, but I don't know how. The things my ancestors did are far removed from me now. Somehow I must live in this society. Started in this land as a babe. Never knew anything but being a slave. Now that I'm free, I must become a man. Don't know where to start. Don't know if I can. For every step I take, I'm dragged back to. If I had a father, maybe he'd know what to do. He was sold, you know, when I was only 2. I don't know where or to who. A free man. What a beautiful phrase. What a very difficult thing after being a slave.
I was born by the river in a little tent. Oh, and just like that river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gon' come. Oh, yes, it will. It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die, 'cause I don't know what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gon' come. Oh, yes, it will. Oh, I go to the movies and I go downtown. Somebody telling me no, don't hang around. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gon' come. Oh, yes, it will. Then I go to my brother. Then I say, brother, brother, help me please. Then I go down to my brother, then he winds up knocking me back down on my knees. There's been times when I thought I wouldn't last for too long, but now I know I have the strength to carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change won't come. Oh, yes, it will. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna. I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will.
Heartbeat musicians Jacob on piano, Nathan on bass, and Miranda on drums, with Phil on vocals from the Providence House Youth Club, and that was A Change Is Gonna Come by Sam Cooke. Before that, we heard A Free Man, which featured Baker Mukasa on the narration, and joining Ruben, Karen, Tom, and Wilf was Mebrak on flute and Scipio on the guitar, and that was A Free Man, written by the great Donald Brown. Well, our next piece, written for the 1958 movie Nowhere to Go, is The Rake. It's by Jamaican-born jazz trumpeter Dizzy Reese, who spent some time in the UK between 1948 and 59 after arriving on the Windrush. He went on to work in Europe and became a mainstay on the New York scene in the 1960s, championed enthusiastically by none other than fellow trumpet man Miles Davis. And this is his piece, The Rake.
Alto sax. That was The Rake, and joining the gang for that last track was Mia on alto sax. So we're coming towards the end of this evening, so I'd like to take a moment to extend some thanks to the people who have made this evening possible. Firstly, to Trevor Watkiss for curating this whole fantastic event and musical directing, to Io Vincent for assistant musical directing and recording the segments, to Nick Cohen for his recording and editing, to Sahana Gero, the artistic director and founder of World Heartbeat Music Academy, and, of course, to Julian Joseph for co-presenting with me.
Wow.
The contributions from the young talent at Providence House have been amazing, and we're very grateful also to Esther Cleverly for her help in allowing our partnership to flourish. And last but by no means least, a huge thanks to the performers and the great musicians who work with our young musicians and constantly inspire. The young film crew and the editors who have come together to make this music and to present this evening. It's been a real treat, so thank you very much. I also wanted to take a moment to let you know that there is another concert in the works that will be curated by Carla and Ava, so hold tight for more information on that one soon. So, while we focus our energy on the fight, let us please not forget to centre the joy, power and resilience of our Black communities, who through generations of struggle have continued to let their light shine. In the eternal words of Maya Angelou, "You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may tread me in the very dirt, but still, like dust, I'll rise."
Hold your head as high as you can, high enough to see who you are, little man. Life sometimes is cold and cruel, baby, no one else will tell you, so remember that. You are black gold, black gold. You are black gold. Now maybe no one else has ever told you so, but you're golden, baby, black gold with a diamond soul. Think of all the strength you have in you, all the blood you carry within you. Ancient men and powerful men, builders of civilization. There'll be folks hell-bent on putting you down. Don't get burned. Not necessarily everyone will know your worth. Think of all the strength you have in you, all the blood you carry within you. Ancient men, powerful men, builders of civilization. Think of all the strength you have within you. Powerful preachers, powerful people, builders of civilization. Oh, hold your head as high as you can, high enough to see who you are, little man. Life sometimes is cold and cruel, baby, no one else will tell you, so remember that you are black gold, black gold. You are black gold. builders of civilization. Hold your head as high as you can, high enough to see who you are, little man. Life sometimes is cold and cruel, baby, no one else will tell you, so remember that you are black gold, black gold. You are black gold. You are black gold, black gold. You are black gold. You are black gold, black gold. You are black gold. You are black gold, black gold. You are black gold. Hold your head as high as you can, high enough to see who you are, little man. Life sometimes is cold and cruel, baby, no one else will tell you, so remember that you are black gold, black gold. You are black gold. You are black gold, black gold. You are black gold.
Black Gold, written by Esperanza Spalding and featuring Ava Joseph on vocals, Io Vincent on the keyboards, Ezekiel Adjei on the bass, and Wilf Cameron Marples on the drums. Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I hope you've enjoyed this evening, and that piece rounds off our concert For the Struggle, curated by Trevor Watkins here at World Heartbeat Music Academy. My huge thanks to my co-presenter, Hannah Azuwanye. It's such a pleasure speaking with you and hearing you deliver such wonderful words. So, without further ado, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and we'll all see you soon. Bye-bye.